Okay, boy, the last couple of nights I have just passed out, gone to sleep so quickly, and slept hard. I must have needed it. So I have the new catalog. I'm so excited. I can't wait for you to see it. So this is what the new catalog looks like. I completed my order. My order went out on the 31st. So anybody that's on my mailing list and has purchased within the last 6 months or requested a catalog, that was put in. So you'll probably receive it towards the end of April. And then it is available to shop from on May 4th. So just thought I'd let you see a heads up of what the new catalog looks like. There's so many good things in here. I can't wait for you to see. So I have a fun set for you to play with today. I want to show you how to make a window card. I'm going to use a particular set or particular suite, and you don't have to focus your window card around this suite because it's puppy focused, dog focused. But you can use the same design with any other stamp set. Remember that, just look at the design. So let me go ahead and turn my camera around here and we'll get situated. Oops, I need to move it way over this morning. I hope everybody is doing well and has had a good week. I just dropped my glasses and I need to go get those before Finn gets my glasses. I think that's, let me see, hold on. Still a little crooked. Sorry about that this morning. There we go. I think that looks good. I wanted to share also with you this card that I got in the mail this week. This is an Easter card that I got from Sarah Simmons. I thought that was very nice. Love the texture in the background. So I'll be posting this later this morning or tomorrow. Okay, so the set that we're going to work with is in the current catalog. It's on page 40, 41, 42. And it's this beautiful suite here. It's so cute. It's so cute. Let me show you some of the different pieces. So it has of course, the stamp set. So there's, I'm going to actually use this one for a birthday, little boy's birthday. And then of course there's a saying for memorial or a loss sympathy card. So that's very helpful to have. And then also part of the suite is this great, this combo pack. I just love this black and white twine, but there's also this red twine, or this red ribbon, that goes with it, and it has white flowing through it. So those work very well together. And then also, this is the little trinkets that come in the suite. If you can see, they're little either hearts or little bows that you can attach to your cards or your projects. So I thought those are adorable. And then finally, so this is staying in the catalog. This will move to the new catalog. And I believe, also this will stay. But these little trinkets are retiring, and so is the paper. So this paper right here is retiring. So let me show you a little bit of that. I had previously cut my, this is 12 by 12 paper, and I had previously cut it into 6 by 6, but there's enough here left. I think you'll get the hint of what's included in this pack. So this is so cute. the little dog sayings, or pet sayings really. And then fur on one side, and then cats on the other. We've got little dogs on one side and stripes. This looks like my little doggy. And then dog dish and bones, the paw, and then again, some wording. And then the paw print with the hearts and some dogs. As you can tell, I've really used this pack. And then here's another one of cats, and then fish with hearts on the other side. So that's just a little taste of what the DSP looks like. And again, out of this suite, the little trinkets and the paper is what is retiring. So this suite, I love the design, and I like the color combo of the real red and the black. So that's what we're going to focus on today. But they've also pulled in, which I love because they continue to put the color palette here: Flirty Flamingo, Cinnamon Cider, Soft Sway, and Early Espresso. Those are all great colors that will coordinate with the set well, and not just with the set, but it goes with the DSP down here. Okay, so let's get on with our project. All of these products can be found at southerncreations.stampin'up.net, and we've moved into a new month. If you can believe it, I can't. We are already to April, so we've got a new host code there. Okay, so with the window, I'm going to give you the measurements as I talk today. No need to write them down, because when I post this a little bit later, the video a little bit later, I will have the measurements for you. But we're going to start with a piece of just basic black. This is 7 1/4 by 4 1/4, and then I've scored it at 5 1/2. Okay. So that's going to be the base of our card. For the inside, I've cut 4 by 5 1/4 to be our base. We've got a window sheet, which is, these are available in our catalog. They're actually full 12 by 12 sheets, but I've cut a piece at 5 3/8 by 4 1/4 to go with our project here. And then excuse me, we've also got 3 pieces of black cardstock. This is 4 1/4 by 1 1/4. I've got some coordinating real red here, where this is going to layer on top, which this is 1 1/8 by 4 1/8. And then finally, I've got a couple pieces of DSP that is also all going to coordinate here, and this is 1 by 4. So, and then from the adorable paper that I was showing you, I went ahead and fussy cutted a dog. So let me pull back that paper I was showing you. I don't know if I have any more of those big Great Dane dogs. But here it is. That's where I cut it out. But all I did is took one of these dogs and fussy cutted it. So that's how I got this. You could, however, use the dog in the suite, this little dog, as well as some of the cat and the back of the dog, and the cat laying down. There's die cuts to match it in the suite. So I just chose to do this one just a little bit different, and I'll show you why as we get to putting this together. Okay, so let's go ahead and I'll show you we're going to work with the, I'm going to set this little dog. I'm telling you now, I'm setting this little dog up by here, and the stamp set we're using, so it doesn't walk away. And then if I lose it this morning, you guys can remind me of where I put it. Oh my goodness, I see Linda Payne online this morning. Linda Payne, I am calling a happy shout out to you. Linda Payne is a friend from Owensboro, Kentucky, one of the most wonderful places that I've ever lived. And Linda Payne is an old friend, so want to send a special happy shout out to you this morning, Linda Payne. I'm glad you're here. Okay, so we've got our base here for our card. Of course, we'll put this as this in there, but we're going to wait on this because we don't want to stamp until we are ready to, or we don't want to adhere it until we've got all of our stamping done. So what I'm going to do to adhere my window sheet is I am going to pull out one of the things that we used last week, which is the tear tape. So in order to attach this window sheet, I'm just going to add some tear tape here to the top of my black, my basic black. And then I'm also going to add some tear tape to, I think I'll actually add the second piece of tear tape down here. I think that'll give it some stability. And then, of course, it's two-sided tape, so it makes it super easy just to pull that off. And then we have our sheet where we want it. So all you have to do is make sure that as you're, you want to make sure this closes easy, that there's no problems. So I've got that window sheet up to the fold, up to the score line there. And I'm just making sure I've got it where I want, that it's, centered. It's going to, as I adhere it, it's going to be just fine. So we are good. So I can lay that down. And then I did mention to you that I had some other pieces that were cut out here. So that's what the next pieces are for. So of course, you could leave it, I guess, but we want to have a little bit of this black on the bottom as well. So I'm going to do the same thing with the next portion and lay down some black again with tear tape. Can you think of what other stamp sets you could use this design with? I think there's a lot of different ones that you could do this great design. I think this would look pretty. Now with the bottom, before I keep talking, with the bottom, I'm lining it up with the black rather than the window sheet. So coming down to the bottom, I'm eyeballing it on both sides, laying it down. And then when I open it up, you are seeing the pieces of tear tape. So that's what the second pieces of the project are. So I'm going to lay this down again. The tear tape works really well with the window sheets. I would not recommend liquid glue with the window sheet. The reason why is because sometimes that the liquid glue can kind of squeeze out, and once it gets on the window sheet, you've kind of got it mucked up. So that's no fun. And again, I am covering the inside, so I am going to the black. I'm aligning with the black, not the window sheet. Okay. One thing I see that I've made a mistake. I did not cut my black large enough. So I want to redo that. So I'll give you the correct measurements. So let me pull out a little ruler here. Again, shout out to Owensboro. I am going to cut that looks like 1 3/4, so by 4. Let's try that. Actually, it's going to be 4¼ because it's the width of the card. Let's see how that looks. I want to make sure that's going to look okay. I think that's going to be all right. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and do the same thing where we're going to put our tear tape, our tear tape with the black. I didn't tear that one quite short enough. Need to come back a little bit. Okay. And then we'll remove our tear tape, or our backing. My little sweet Finn is sitting at my feet as we are crafting this morning. Isn't that sweet? Okay, so there we go. That's the base of our card. So let's start with the rest. I now want to take my little strips of Real Red and back them with some of that great Designer Series paper. So I'm going to start adhering those together with the Stamp and Seal. And these, of course, they're just shy of the sizes, so it makes fitting them together super easy, except for when you do that. But okay, so this one I'm going to put at the bottom with my black, just layering it in the middle. Same thing with the upper part. Oops. Okay. Next thing that I want to do is I want to add, let's go ahead and add our greeting that's going to go on the inside. So I've already pulled the, I hope your day is a real treat. And I'm just using the Memento Black to stamp on the pre-cut basic white paper. So what I want to do is kind of, before I adhere it down, I just want to kind of eyeball it because I want to make sure that I'm below this black, but still in the card here. So about, I'm going to just use a marker that I want to have it and below that mark. So as I lift up here, that almost looks straight, even though we put it on as an angle. Okay, and I think I want to get something else out of the of this. Let's see. There's little hearts here. There's a little doggy dish. I think we're going to do the doggy dish. So I'm getting the doggy dish out, which I haven't put together yet, but that's okay. You can see how that's done. Okay, so taking the backing off, taking half of the backing off of the sticker. There we go. And then you take the other half off once it's on. I need a little bit of block. And then I want some Real Red ink to go with our Real Red paper. Oh, my sister keeps wanting to babysit Finn. Hey, you're welcome to babysit him. He's 20 weeks old and he is a handful. So you just come on over anytime. Babysit him. Okay. In fact, I hear him in the living room now. So I'm sure he's going to be making a mess. Okay. So we've got that set. The trick with the Stampin' Seal, which I wasn't following, is to have it more up front, up like this. So you can, it just cuts itself when you apply it like that. Okay. Now we're coming to the fun part. Okay. So with this, of course, we want to use our little doggy. So we're going to attach our dog here, but also because this is a birthday card, I want to use this little punch, 2 different sizes balloons. I can't remember what the punch is called. I apologize, but we're going to use some scraps from, I want a piece of Real Red, and then we're going to use some scraps from our paper. Let me see what if I can find some scraps so we don't have to cut up. Okay, I think the paws would be cute. And I think that would be cute too. Okay, so I'm going to cut my the small balloon with the Real Red, and then I'm going to cut 2 of the larger balloons with the DSP. Well, I didn't cut that out very well, did I? Let's try that once more. And one of the little paws. It's so cute. So this card is for one of my great nephews who has a birthday this month. So I want to use this little black and white twine to adhere these. So I think what's going to work best is using the mini glue dots. So if for example, I think I want the bigger ones on the bottom. So I'm going to put a glue dot on each of these. And then take the end of the string, and I won't need much. We can trim it later. So we got the glue dot holding that, but that's, not going to hold for too long. So we want to come back with some dimensionals, and I want them to be lifted up anyway. So let's start with one of the bigger balloons. And I am going to use a dimensional to help tie that down, but also to give it a little bit of lift. So we will, I want it way towards the top, but you got to make sure that you can still put it in an envelope. So not too far. Okay, so we've got that there. Let's do another one. I'm going to hold that tape down with the dimensional. So just a reminder, everyone, to be sure to check out the Last Chance products. There are some great things that are on sale at some really good prices. I did not have the, one of the stamp sets that I bought was when they were $10, is the Zoo Globe. But I didn't have the dies, and now the dies are on sale, terrifically cheap, as well as the snow globe, the little snow globe windows that you need to go with it. They are really inexpensive right now, so I highly recommend getting those. Okay, and then we need some dimensionals on our puppy here. So warning, I'm only going to put dimensionals on the bottom half of his body because I don't want it to show through the window sheet. So just a couple on the bottom here to give it some balance. Okay, good. And then I'm just kind of gathering up the strings, and I'm not going to pull hard because that is just all that is a piece of paper right there that I fussy cut it out. So, and then I want to take a little glue dot and add it to the back of the, I don't know if I'm going to be able to do it any other way but by hand. Let's see. I don't even know if that'll work. It's delicate. Delicate. Okay. And I definitely need to trim those. These need to be trimmed a little bit. There we go. Okay. And there's our finished product. So the whole point of it is the window sheet. So you could take any kind of stamp set to go along with this. I could see doing flowers down here and having some beautiful flowers up here. Over Christmas time, we did have a project class where we did Christmas trees with this. So there's lots of different uses for this type of design. And it's just fun, something a little bit different. So I hope you like that. Let me go ahead and turn the camera around. Say goodbye to you today. Now, if you, for some reason, have missed out, didn't let me know that you want a catalog before the 31st, but you do now, just let me know. I'll be sending those out the last week of April for the ones that didn't get automatically mailed. And then we will also have, I'll be offering paper share again in the, probably in the early May-ish area, which paper share is just a sampling of all the new papers that are in the new catalog. So let me pull that catalog again, show you. And then I just highly recommend getting on there and looking at the Last Chance. But I'll post some of those and send it out in an email. I love a sale. I like getting sales and to be able to share more with you. So I recommend you guys do that too. So the sun is shining today in Murfreesboro, Tennessee. I didn't even introduce myself. Good morning, Sherry Mellier. I hope you all have a beautiful day. Happy Easter to you. Enjoy the weekend with your family. Bye.